Hey guys, what's up? We're back with some more reactions after dark, and we are of course going to be watching China national gymnast post thirst traps, then got banned for being too hot, obviously by Stephanie Sue. We're still uh, doing rad videos, so they keep saying I'm going to stop for moving reasons, but still haven't moved, still haven't got the go ahead to leave yet, so still here. I kind of don't really have anything to pack anymore other than all my computer stuff, but I'm not going to pack up that stuff until like the day of, so kind of just don't have anything to do anymore, so I guess we can just keep recording rad stuff until that day comes. I'll probably just make a post if I say, oh, I'm not going to do anything today. Right? But yeah, also I don't know where this is going to go since I feel like that's pretty cut and dry, right? I think I keep saying that with these titles, but are we really going to get 40 minutes out of this scenario? I feel like it's just like, she's, I don't know, a professional Olympian, post the thirst traps. China's like, you can't do that. It sets a bad example for China, your band. End of story. Like, what else could it be, right? Other than that. But I guess, of course, we're going to find out. Of course, intro is still cool. Now, if only I could make something this cool. Granted, the intro for this, for my Reactions After Dark series, is literally just something I repurposed, right? Because I had made the outro, like the graveyard outro, like the Sia outro, I don't know what, years ago, and I just have used it on and off for stuff. Usually when I'm streaming, I'll use it there. And I just started to use it for this, and I was like, you know what, let me just change, like make a new sign, and keep the camera still, and then that's it. Like, I literally just reused that to make the intro for this. So maybe I could make something cool if I actually had the time to do that.
Have you ever watched those Chinese movies? It's an action movie, and you see two people fighting. One person delivers 2, 3, maximum 4 jabs, and the opponent is instantly paralyzed, falls into the deepest coma, is now floating in the ether. Do you know what I'm talking about? You watch like a kung fu show, and boop, boop, they're down. They're in a coma. They're
Actually, talking about like pressure point attacks or whatever.
knocked out, and you're like, how did that happen? This is like a real thing, honey. I don't know who you're questioning.
I feel like the ones I watch is they go boo 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 for like hours. Like every time you punch them down, they get back up. They punch them down, they get back up.
What? I've only seen the ones where they're like, pa, 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 and then they're dead. Like the red hands.
Red hands? Honey, are you talking about the issue?
I'm talking about Dimak, death touch.
Death touch?
Yeah, I know death touch, but like, I feel like the only thing that would come to mind to the average person who isn't watching Chinese stuff is the, I forget what it's called. It's death touch, death palm, the 5-point death palm. What is it called? The thing from Kill Bill. That I'm not gonna. If you haven't somehow miraculously haven't seen Kill Bill, I'm not gonna tell you what, like not what, like how it's used or who it's used on or if it's used at all. But it's mentioned in Kill Bill. Like that's the only thing that comes to mind when I think of the techniques that she's talking about, which is obviously not a Chinese film. It's made by Quentin Tarantino, right? So
Touch?
Yeah.
Okay, what is that?
The death touch. It's like a traditional Chinese martial art theory, and you jab someone in a vulnerable part of their body. Okay, sometimes it's like related to the
the pressure points.
acupuncture or pressure
Oh,
points.
yeah.
I thought it's like 4 jabs.
Usually it's 2. Bap, bap.
Okay, so it's less than 4. So
Yeah.
it's less than 4.
It's always 2 taps. Bap, bap.
Where?
Like it can go anywhere. So like growing up, we'll play this in school. So if I go to you, I go bap, bap. You have to freeze.
And what if I don't freeze?
You don't freeze there. I don't play with you anymore. It's like kung fu, right? It's like apparently when you hit certain nerves, it freezes the body. Is that what you're talking about?
Yes.
Okay, so I have to hit like certain nerves, but you know we don't really do that. So I just go up to you and I go use my 2 fingers like this,
Like this.
like this, and then I
Okay.
go stab on your shoulder twice. Bap, bap. and then I say 电穴,
And then I freeze.
you have to freeze.
And then for how long do I freeze?
Like, you know, like at least good 10 seconds.
And then what do you do while I'm frozen?
I'd be like, hee hee, and I run away.
This is how you played when you were younger?
That's how every kid plays.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Yeah.
You know, this is actually based off of a real thing. Okay, clearly the Chinese theory is based off of, it's supposed to be based off of Tai Chi. And like your pressure points are getting smacked and it messes with the balance of the entire body. So you get knocked out. Oh my gosh. Do I have friends? Oh, I don't, but I do get alerted.
Really? Just has her phone on her? On the job? Unprofessional. I'm just like making sure, look, this is recording, because I was like, I don't know why I just had the thought, like, am I even recording? Because that happened that one time, right, with the Cozy video that I didn't end up uploading because I never even clicked record. So, got to make sure that doesn't ever happen again. I feel like that hasn't actually happened to me too many times. In the, 14 years or whatever that I've been on YouTube.
Alerts that there's a sale, so what's better?
What?
But there is a real life equivalent to that. The freaking MMAs. I can't watch the MMAs. I can't even watch.
Wait, how long has... I know I'm getting off topic. How long has these videos had the mic in frame? I'm guessing ever since she stopped doing the mukbangs, but for some reason I'm just barely noticing it now because she has one of these mics and I'm familiar with this mic. I've seen people use it before. This video was 7 months ago, by the way. I mean, I don't know why. It's just like I just got like flash banged by the mic being here.
Boxing. I feel like MMAs are more violent than boxing. Can I say that? Can I appropriately say that? I assume.
I don't know. Sure. How many people have like been exited via MMA though? I think someone has, but I'm pretty sure boxing, a lot of people have exited via boxing. Because I think the thing is that those gloves are supposed to protect you from that, but they actually don't. They actually have the opposite effect, question mark. I don't know if that's just like an old wives' tale or what. But the boxing gloves actually do more damage. It's because it's like, I don't know, putting the... I guess what it should be doing is fanning out the blow to like a larger area, so you could say it's weakening it, but is it really? Question mark. I don't know. I didn't know that allegedly a lot of people have exited via boxing, but I don't know if anyone has via MMA.
That I can. Or like UFC boxing. Those are all the same thing. I don't know. In these high intensity fights, competitors, they'll knock each other out with like 1 or 2 blows. They will do a KO. It's called a knockout. This is genuinely very dangerous for one's health. You're not supposed to be doing this. You're not supposed to be getting knocked out. Your brain temporarily shuts down. One punch or kick can disrupt the brain's function. And their eyes roll back in the back of their head and they almost like a plank fall to the ground. But tell me.
Yeah, but then I don't know if she's about to say this a lot of the times. I mean, I haven't really watched MMA since I was, I don't know, a teenager, and I've only seen clips pop up here and there on like Twitter or something. But usually, even if the guy gets knocked out, the dude still like hovers over them and starts hitting them on the ground in the face. Like they're knocked out, not fighting back, and they just saddle them and start punching them on the ground, even though they're already out. And then like the referee, I guess it's referee, has to like pull them off of them and be like, okay, stop, you won, stop.
Tell me why everybody in the stadium is cheering. And I'm like, you guys are all barbarians. I like sports, but this is genuinely so stressful. Who likes this? Who likes this? This is so scary.
Man. I'm just kidding.
He does not like MMA or UFC, okay? The only UFC boxing fight that I would watch is like all of our politicians boxing. Like, I feel like they should be the only people that I would get satisfaction at watching politicians get knocked out. That is the only time I think this sport is appropriate. But it's supposed to be technically a talent, a skill. To be able to hit someone like that where you can almost borderline cause serious brain injury is something that you train your whole entire life for. And
Where is this like tangent going? Because she's like building up the momentum here for some sort of story, but where is this going to end up going? Because we're talking about a national gymnast, not a martial artist.
Recently, there was this viral boxing match between two Chinese fighters. It's an MMA fight,
Okay, so it has nothing to do with her then, possibly.
which I think is different from boxing. You get it. Between China's Xi Ming and Feng Xiaokan. I'm gonna call them Xi and Feng. So the two of them, they started going viral on TikTok. On TikTok, if you watch the video, I was getting stressed watching the way that they're fighting.
Is it okay to be sharing this? First off, it's something from a TV show, so that's an issue for copyright. Also, it's violent, so is that okay? Like, she can get away with more than I can, right? Because she has 5,000, not 5,000, no, you can find that, 5,000 million subscribers, so you kind of get more leniency, but I don't have that kind of leniency, so please, no blood. Stephanie, I don't want to see no one like really getting hit. She did show someone get hit in the face and knocked out earlier, which is kind of like oof, but don't show anything crazy, please.
SHI literally kicks Feng in the neck and has several punches.
Okay, and like she is showing, I'm gonna have to like change like the things for this video. Like in the settings when you like post it, it asks like what's in this video. I'm gonna have to say, oh yeah, there's violence because they showed this image. Oof.
To her temple, and Feng just drops.
Also, this shows what I was talking about. Like, she clearly the person's knocked out, but then they just saddle them and straddle them and start punching away, even though they're already knocked out. They're clearly knocked out.
Drops like a board. I thought she's dropping dead. The moment Feng falls to the ground from her kick, the referee has to jump in and stop Xi to pull her away. And I saw a lot of comments being like, oh my god, she's so evil. She, SHI, she, and SHE, she is so evil. Why does she keep punching her when
Again, I was saying this earlier, that's literally how these always go. Just because someone gets a knockout on someone, they still will straddle them and start punching them. So that's just kind of just the name of the game, honestly.
she's already down, but I guess those are the rules of the game. You have to keep punching until the ref pulls you off. And there's all this adrenaline. Feng is put on a stretcher. She's drooling while she's being escorted to the hospital. And she gets interviewed after the match and tell me why she's got the most angelic, soft voice. I think I wasn't aggressive enough. I think I showed a little too much mercy.
But I think I have too much mercy. I'm not aggressive enough.
And everyone was
I wasn't expecting her to speak English. I thought this was like a Chinese boxing match.
like, okay.
But I guess it was UFC, so it makes sense.
Like, what the fuck is happening right now? She's got the voice of an angel, which is fine. The duality of woman. We're complicated people. But then she goes even a step further, because this is the biggest plot twist. Everyone is at the hospital and they're screaming, get the doctor, get the doctor, get a paramedic. And she steps up and says, I am the doctor. Okay. It didn't
What?
actually happen like that. But Xi Ming, after this fight, it is revealed that she's actually a doctor. That's her day job.
Oh, I know this story.
Yes.
Oh,
she's
yeah, yeah,
a
yeah.
doctor.
She's like a really soft-spoken doctor, right?
Yes. And nobody even knew that she was an MMA fighter except
Part-time.
Part-time.
So she's main job is a doctor.
Yes, and then at night she trains to be an MMA fighter. The only people that know that she's an MMA fighter are the colleagues where she's like, oh, actually, I have to go right after my shift because I'm training to be an MMA
I'm
fighter.
gonna KO someone real quick. And then I'm gonna...
I feel like he's doing too much, in my opinion. I mean, I'm sure people think that's cool, but like, you're already a doctor. Do you really need to beat people up too? I mean, maybe being a doctor is stressful, so you want to beat people up too, but I feel like it's doing too much.
I'm gonna bring them back alive.
Yes. It's like the craziest, strangest plot twist. She's getting interviewed. She's even nicknamed Dr. Sleep. Netizens are joking. If she has no patience, she'll go out and make her own patients. Okay? Other contestants usually pay attention to the opponent's movements, but she only pays attention to the acupuncture points. Netizens are fucking loving this shit, okay? And they say, why can't we have some more athletes that have cool day jobs? And then people say, this is why. This is why we can't have athletes who have cool day jobs, because we, netizens as a collective, have ruined it. On November 23rd, 2024, there's a Chinese influencer who...
Okay, so last year, I guess that makes sense because this video was 7 months ago. So this video was already made in 2025. Also, this was 2 days after my birthday.
who is standing in front
This video was taken, like this video.
of her live stream. And she's got both her feet planted straight on the ground. She's wearing leggings, a jacket, and she's all covered up. And she does a full, I want to say more than 90 degree, like 100-degree bow. You only see this type of shit with athletes. when they be taking drugs, when they cheat, have like a school bullying case, like something crazy has happened. And so people that join the live stream, they're like, wait, what's going on? Why is she apologizing? Why is she bowing? What? I don't understand.
This is the boxing girl?
No, this is a completely different woman. And this
Okay.
is why people are like, see, we can't have athletes who do both, because when they do both, y'all get mad about it.
And this is
This is the case where everybody was upset.
okay. And this is an athlete.
Yes.
Okay, a different athlete.
Yes.
Okay.
Her name is Wu, and she's a gymnast. She actually started her online social media account in March of 2024. Her account name was like 56 Senior Sister.
Oh.
What?
I've heard about this one too.
Really?
五
Was
六
it-
学姐.
Whoa, why'd you say it like that?
Oh, I know what's about to come. Okay.
It's so bad, no?
I know like a summary.
Okay,
I heard it, like probably saw a couple of TikToks. That's it.
Yeah, it gets really crazy. I'm gonna describe some of the videos that she's posting. I personally think, they're fun. I think
Have
they're
you seen
fun.
the videos?
I've seen the videos.
All-
I assume, like, to the average person, like, it doesn't really matter what she's doing, but obviously China, like, we're blaming China, right? They got banned for being too hot. So is it China actually banning her, or is it just TikTok? Like, actually, what is happening? Because I guess I just assumed that China got upset, but maybe China didn't get upset, and it was just TikTok or something else. Also, it has not... I have not noticed whatever the heck is going on down here. In this little house here. I don't know what's going on with this. Because obviously we have like a new set here. This is always changing. But we have this freak in the corner.
All of the videos?
I've seen a good amount of her
Really?
videos. A lot of her videos are getting taken down, but I've seen a good amount of them. So I'm gonna start off easy. She does those videos where she's wearing like tight athleisure, tight leggings, tight Lululemon Define jacket. You know, the one that hugs your curves and makes everybody look like an hourglass. She'd be wearing stuff like that, and she's just dancing
So, not aware of any of that stuff.
to songs. And I'm like, okay.
Nike
Like every
pants.
TikTok video ever posted?
Like literally what's going on? This is so normal. But then it does go a step further, and she does head into like a little more sexy territory, and she's out in the street. Okay, that sounds weird, but she's literally on the street, and she's wearing like a trench coat. And
Okay, you said like a little bit more provocative, but I mean, are we looking at the same thing, Stephanie? Because she's basically just wearing lingerie outside, right? Question mark?
and she's wearing a short dress. And the only part that I think is a little bit like, oh, this is extra sexy, is she'll wear those garters around her legs, like her thighs. You know, those
What's
like
a garter?
lacy.
Ah,
It's not exactly lingerie, but you know, argue that's an over exaggeration, but it still looks like crazy.
yes.
Which she's not in lingerie.
It looks like lingerie.
She just wears that with a miniskirt. Honestly, if she wore just the miniskirt, it would look less sexy. But she wears that, and I think most people associate that with inside the bedroom type of lingerie wear. So she's wearing that, and she'll just do another trending sound and just dance to the music, and she'll post these videos. And so people are saying, oh, okay, she's a thirst trap influencer, which is totally fine. Nothing is wrong with thirst traps. In fact, keep posting thirst traps because I too am a viewer of thirst traps. I said that a little too proudly as like a married woman. My apologies, Chinese man. So for the first few months, she has 70,000 followers, which is not really considered the most substantial, especially in the realm of thirst trap influence.
Can I have them then? Like, give me the 70K subscribers, please. Thank you.
Which I feel like that sounds degrading, but it's not. Like, hot influencers. And then she ends up signing with this agency that is started by another
Big something.
influencer, 798. Let me tell you, I could do a whole nother episode on this guy. Tong Jin Cheng. What? That's his name. I mean, we don't really need to talk about it in this episode. I need to tell you what I witnessed. I need to tell you what I know about this guy. He's a come up story. He started off as this poor unknown young man with no background, no qualifications. And that's not me saying that. He needs to bring that up all the time. And he has transformed into a wealthy, successful entrepreneur. He starts as MCN. So in China, I guess a lot of the influencers are signed to MCMs, where they sign to networks and a bunch of influencers are in that network. It's like less common here these days.
Yeah, that is kind of old. You used to have these networks for YouTube, like what, 10 years ago? But 2015, yeah. 10 years ago, you'd have like this big corporation network that would sign, I don't know if you would refer to it as signing, but signing a bunch of YouTubers so you can start getting monetized on YouTube and do stuff like that. They would take a cut, obviously, and then I'm assuming, of course, Google would take a cut too, but they would take a cut just to allow you to get ads to begin with, which I did end up having. a network like a billion years ago, again, like 10 years ago, because I know about this, until YouTube changed its rules and they had to drop me. And we finally clawed our way back up, you know, like 10 years later to have ads again, but the legit way through Google. But yeah, like networks aren't really a thing anymore for YouTube, is the point of this. Like she said, they're not really a thing here anymore. They haven't been a thing for like a decade. Oh, my bad. I hit
This guy's crazy.
the mic there.
He loves being the bad boy of doing. Oh yeah. To the point where I think it's a joke. I think so. If it's not a joke, I don't know. But he calls himself Jingnan's most affectionate. Oh,
Okay.
yeah. That's like saying New York's hottest, LA's sexiest, most affectionate. He does these skits where he goes on dates, like 7 dates in a day.
What's with the bloody eye makeup? I guess it's because it's Halloween. I see Halloween balloons in the background. So yeah, I'm just context clues. It's Halloween.
It's a lot of dates. He also does like the 7 fairies that he's dating, and they all come over and they give him gifts.
七仙女. It's like,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, and he just loves being a bad boy.
Telling you, I'm not a scumbag. If I'm a scumbag, wouldn't the lightning strike me? And then cue for the lightning to strike? Look. Yeah, I mean, that was just... you see that a mile away, the joke there.
Here are some of his most well-known quotes. I think that
I'm just gonna roll back real quick to the to this before anyone is like actually with the, you know, pumpkin things in the sky. I feel like maybe the pumpkin lanterns. I know I said balloons, knowing full well they're probably not balloons, but just in case anyone like somehow gets upset that I miscategorize whatever the heck these floating pumpkin things are. Maybe they're pumpkin lanterns.
a lot of dates. He also does like the
I don't know how far we have to go up. I guess until we don't see him anymore. Yeah, that's fine.
Here are some of his most well-known quotes. I think that these should be like in the Hall of Fame with some of the greatest philosophers of our time, because I think every single word that he says is just a masterpiece in linguistics. Okay, listen.
So how is this guy related, by the way?
Yeah, I feel like she's just going on a tangent. She has to just talk about this guy.
He signs her.
Oh, okay.
Just
okay.
MCN.
So he's bigger.
Yeah.
Okay.
He says, never ask a woman if she's single. If she likes you, she's single.
Oof.
Damn.
When looking at a girl, first check her eyes. If she doesn't look at you, look at her legs. Don't be loyal while looking for a girlfriend. Be loyal after you found one. I can swear, but I still won't post you on my WeChat moments.
What?
The best girls to pursue are the ones with boyfriends, because your competition is only 1%.
I said this in the last video. Was it the last video? The last Cheddarverse video? Where like the logic behind going after like a married man is the fact that someone has already chosen him to be a, let's just use the dumb term, high value man. Like he's an acceptable man, and that is why you have homewreckers coming in to like try to steal them, because like someone's already put all the work into finding out which, like, to weasel out all the bad eggs and find the golden egg. So if a man's married, like he must be a golden egg, and thus they want to steal that egg. That's gonna be like a good way to say it. So that kind of like is similar to what was just said there.
What?
The best girls to pursue are the ones with boyfriends, because your competition is only 1%.
Like it's not the same thing of what I'm saying, but it's in the same wheelhouse because we're talking about going after someone who's already taken.
That's crazy.
Okay.
Crazy good.
Don't rush into a relationship. First, be friends with her and see if her friends are more attractive. That is crazy, no? And if you look up his agency, 798 Influencers on Douyin, you will notice all the influencers are just like really hot people. And they post really hot videos, and it's amazing. He's got over 500 influencers under his agency. All of them like average 1.5 million followers.
Wow.
So when
How much money is he getting? He has so many people under him. How much of that money is being funneled into him? Like how much percentage is he taking? I feel like a good contract, if you're going to be doing something like this, which is doing something like this is already cruddy, it's just so you can get your foot in the door, is like a 70-30 split. So him taking 30%. So he's taking 30% like a bajillion times. Like I don't know how many she said he had under him.
And they post really hot videos, and it's amazing. He's got over 500 influencers under
Yeah, like over 500 people taking 30% from all of them. That's probably a lot of money.
his agency. All of them like average 1.5 million followers.
Wow.
So when Wu joins them, her followers are actually considered on the lower side of his agency. And she's like, I am going to work so hard because this is crazy. I'm signed with an agency that doesn't even look at people my size. She says, from now on, I'm officially part of this team and I am going to be so dedicated. And she does this in less than a year. She does 400 live streams.
Wow.
Yeah, for
400?
hours. Yeah, for hours at a time, like twice
There's only
a day.
365 days. Okay.
Yeah, twice
Multiple
a day.
times.
During her live streams, she's always dressing up in cosplay outfits. She's always dressing up as like a
Cosplay in quotes.
seductive teacher. And okay, people say she like really is putting her whole wussy into it. You know when you donate to a live streamer, you can become like a top donor of the streamer. You come into the chat, the streamer is alerted, hey, your top donor is in the chat with you. And she does this thing, the amount of effort, the amount of actually logistics that it would take to pull off something of this magnitude. One of her top donors will come in. They've maybe donated like $100 in their lifetime span. Which is not a lot considering what she does. But every time they come in, she'll run off camera, hurry in like theater level, stage concert level, 5 seconds, put on a maid costume, and then bow, welcome home, master. Okay.
Wow.
Yeah. She'll
I just learning to talk that out. I want to go back and look at those videos again.
you know when
Oh, we actually didn't go too far away. She said cosplay, but I didn't really notice
Look
any
at people
cosplay.
like, I am gonna work so hard because this is crazy.
Yeah, that's just a dress. I don't know if that's supposed to be
I'm signed with
somebody.
an agency that doesn't even look at people my size. She
That's just regular clothes.
says, from now on, I'm officially part of this team, and I
Again, regular clothes,
am going
not
to be
cosplay.
so dedicated.
Maybe she doesn't have any cosplay. Like she just talked about cosplay, didn't say cosplay. That's why I was like cosplay in quotes, because like she's just putting on clothes and dancing.
And she does this in less than a year. She does 400 live streams.
Again, just clothes.
Wow.
Yeah, for hours.
400?
Yeah, for hours at a time.
This one though is something question mark. I don't know if we're gonna call it cosplay, because this looks like school girl PE outfit, which you'd be like, what do you mean by that? Like in like Japanese anime, you might see this sometimes, but this is like PE schoolgirl outfit. So you could take that with what you will. Is that how you say that? Take that however you want. Her wearing like grade school PE uniform.
Like twice
There's only
a day.
365 days. Okay.
Yeah, twice
Multiple
a day
times.
during her live stream.
She also had double pigtails as well to try to go with the innocent look that I'm assuming she's going for, because again, we're talking about PE schoolgirl outfits. So the pigtails are probably a purposeful choice there. Like a choice made on purpose. And of course, just school teacher. Now I don't know where we were.
Actually, logistics that it would take to pull off something of this magnitude. One of her top donors will come in. They've maybe donated like $100 in their lifetime span. Which is not a lot considering what she does. But every time they come in, she'll run off camera, hurry in like theater level, stage concert level, 5 seconds, put on a maid costume, and then bow, welcome home, master.
Also, just in case someone doesn't know what I mean by PE, I mean, is it like physical education is that what it's called? You know, like PE class, where you go outside and like run around, maybe play some basketball or something, run laps around the track, exercise, etc., etc. Like, I don't think I need to explain PE, but I don't know if like the word PE is strictly like English/Western thing, but I'm talking about just like physical education class or exercise class. Maybe that'll help explain what I'm talking about.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah, she'll wear like tight bodycon outfits or she'll dress up as a teacher and then she'll be like, who doesn't want to learn English? For those that don't want to learn English, stay back after class. Okay, now here's the thing though. Here's the thing. Some people, I think, she's got the body yada yada. She's got the spirit. She's got the work ethic. She's got the heart. She's got the brains. Some people, they're just not meant to be thirst trap influencers, myself included. Okay, they're just like, this one part where she dresses up as a teacher and she's scolding the students that they have to stay back after class, but it like doesn't come off sexy. It just genuinely comes off as scolding. But then she keeps doubling down. It's like instead of being like, stay after class if you don't want to learn, she's like, stay after class if you don't want to learn English. Hey, are you learning English? Sit down.
That filter was weird.
不学英语，不想学英语的同学，
So if you don't want to learn English, your English ability is going to be poor.
你的英语水平到时候就跟志龙一样。
Wait, are people pointing it out? Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
I feel like there's a filter on her face there too. I mean, maybe that's the point. Maybe that's the edish. I don't know if we can say that word on YouTube, so I'm pretty sure you know what I mean by edish. Just add an F to that.
So like, are they scared?
People are like,
Trauma.
they're like,
I mean, this is clearly edish material. If we're just gonna go there.
this is not what I signed up for. Like, I wanted a sexy teacher, and then she'll be like yelling at you, and then she'll back away and then move her hips, show off her hot figure, and then be like, stay after class. And then you're like, whoa, what the fuck is going on?
I don't know if this was intentional. I don't think it was, but it kind of lines up kind of goofy. Let's just roll that back.
Trauma.
Like, look
This
behind
is
her.
not what I signed up for. Like, I wanted a sexy teacher, and then she'll be like,
She has antlers on the mounted on the wall behind her, so they kind of like line up behind her head at some point.
yelling at you,
See, I mean, they're like, and they kind of, but not really, but like
and then she'll
still.
back away and then move her hips, show off her hot figure. And then
Yeah,
be
it
like,
just looks
"Stay after
silly
class."
With
You're
the
like,
that was almost pretty good, but yeah, just the antlers behind her. I don't know if that's on purpose or not. It probably wasn't on purpose, but it's just coincidental that they lined up.
whoa, what the fuck is going on? Sometimes instead of cosplaying, she'll wear these really short, like booty shorts. And every time someone donates, just to give you an idea, on Douyin, which is Chinese TikTok, the most expensive gift is a phoenix. $4,000. $4,000. You can
Dollars?
gift that. Dollars, USD, it's 30,000 yuan.
That's fucking
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah. And then like one of the more affordable ones are sunglasses, which are $1.40, about 10 yuan.
Wow.
Okay. Many influencers, they don't even acknowledge the fucking sunglasses. It comes on their face and they go, look at me. They
Comes on their face.
and then they go, okay, can ignore that because it's $1.40. I'm not gonna twerk my ass for $1.40. No.
Give me $1.40, please. Thank you.
Woo. She gets $1.40. She gets up and does a handstand in these very short shorts.
A handstand?
And people say she's like a BOGO. She's a buy one, get one. She's a steal live streamer. She's doing a handstand with just one sunglass. She's an honest streamer making an honest living.
Kind of old school. I mean, if we're doing streaming stuff, like this was basically just all over Twitch, I feel like. A billion years ago. I don't know how bad Twitch is now, if we're going to use the term bad. I think a lot of that kind of stuff has died down because I haven't heard anyone talk about it, but that was just pretty normal behavior for back in the day. Like, here's a buck, do a push-up or something. Here's a buck, do a handstand. Here's a buck, do a squat. I think that was pretty normal.
She's not trying to scam anybody. Okay. No, it's funny because we love her. Like, I genuinely love her. She's so endearing.
Oh, a handstand though.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. But then like her follower count would only increase a little bit, which is like the most annoying thing. She's like trying to make an honest living and people are like, no, I'm going to go to the people that ignore the shit out of my sunglass donation. And she's just working so hard. It's not until she posts one video that
Okay, what's the video? Is it going to be the lingerie one? Because that's what she's using. Well, the not lingerie one in the thumbnail. Since we've pointed that out. Also, I don't, just in case I have to explain Twitch, Twitch is another platform for streaming. It's specifically for streaming. I feel like if you're watching YouTube, you know what Twitch is, but if you somehow are watching YouTube and don't know what Twitch is, it's a channel, or not channel, it's a website for live streaming. Usually video games, or at least it used to be about video games, but I'm pretty sure like the top viewed channel on Twitch is just chatting, which could be, people could be doing literally anything in that. But yeah, it's a website that's mostly for live streaming video games, but there's other stuff like that, arts, chatting, more spicier stuff, but not too spicy, etc., etc.
everything falls apart. transition videos have been trending for years now, right? And you'll usually see girls that are in their like at-home clothes, and then they'll transition into their going out clothes or transition into something sexy. You get the vibe. Well, she decides, I'm going to use this to showcase another part of my personality. She creates her own little unique version, her own little spin on it. In the first one, she's
I'm guessing it's going to be the Olympian thing.
dressed as, I guess, a regular person, like a regular girl, and she's just wearing her black pajamas, looking at the camera, and then the beat drops, and suddenly she's laying in
Olympian. So that's on the left side of the thumbnail that I didn't use, but on her thumbnail you would see this image, and she's like biting into her gold medal.
bed, but it's not sexual. Like, I don't even think she's laying in bed. It just looks like she's laying on the ground because it's the best way to
Yeah, there's her biting her gold.
capture it logistically. She is surrounded by medals, and she is wearing her Chinese national team uniform because she was a national gymnast for the national team.
Medals is you're talking about like winning
Yes.
like a little medal award.
Yeah,
right?
like you know how gymnasts like Olympic medals, but she didn't go to the Olympics, though she tried to qualify. But she has
But what are the medals then?
like all these awards from different major competitions across.
Because they're actual awards and not fake. So like, could have, like, she's wearing an Olympian outfit, right? But she actually hasn't been in the Olympics? Question mark.
The world, Asia, and she's surrounded by all the medals, and that's why I'm saying it's likely done in bed, because like how else are you gonna hang all those medals to show around your head? And she's like selfieing herself. Nothing she does in that uniform is overtly sexual. Like the whole posing with the medals is not overtly sexual.
Yeah, it's just, there's nothing there. I think if she's getting in trouble for that, I think it's just the fact that she's showing, I don't know how you could like spin this for China to get bad. Outside of the fact that the rest of her content is thirst trap / edish stuff. And they're like, hey, you can't have our symbol next to this kind of content. Because if you see their video, you're gonna be like, oh, this is cool. Let me see what other kind of content they're doing. And then you go look at it, it's like, oh, wait a minute. So you could argue that that's why. I don't know. I'm assuming we already had a reason other than just like not knowing.
It's honestly like cute. It's cute. No, it seems like a good idea to just show, oh, sometimes I'm a regular girl, but I used to be a national gymnast for the national team. Until there's one comment. November 22nd, a user named Guan Chen.
Guan Chen.
Do you know her?
Oh, I would not have even assumed or known that this is supposed to be a girl. Guan Chen.
No, only through this.
You're about to know her, okay? She comments on the video, senior sister, if you want to post thirst traps, just post them yourselves. But don't bring gymnastics into this. Your so-called positive energy gymnastics is not really needed.
Okay, so this must be a newer national Olympian, since I think she said elder sister, right?
Wu responds, is this a case
Or
of
senior sister?
sour grapes? Are you just jealous? So it seems like something about the language and the way that they're talking to each other, the way she's saying like senior sister, it doesn't seem like these are internet strangers.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I assume. With senior sister, it's probably like weird translations, but I think it's just like saying, hey, predecessor, you shouldn't be doing this, question mark. So it's just like the new blood talking down to the old blood.
It seems like to a degree they know of each other. Okay, because Guan posts back and she comments, wow, yeah, you're so amazing. I'm so jealous of you, sis. You've won so many medals and you have such excellent results. You're so amazing. I should learn more from you. To which Wu responds, I think you're better. Thumbs up. When you finally lose weight, you can also wear nice clothes.
Oof. Okay, they're just like, she took the gloves off.
Whoa. You'll definitely look beautiful. Let's work hard together. And this comment thread,
Though now it's getting unprofessional, so maybe that's what gets her in trouble. Because you're having kind of like a fight publicly underneath something that's showing off Olympic stuff / just national pride, question mark. And yet you're having this like scuffle in the comments section.
fucking spirals and takes over the internet in China, because Guan Chen is not just a random internet netizen. Guan Chen is another gymnast. In fact, she was the youngest gymnast to compete for China at the 2020 Tokyo Olympics, where she won the
How the heck? I mean, not how the heck. How old is her? How old is she? 'Cause she looks like way too young.
Gold medal on the balance beam. She was 16 years old.
I would have thought she was younger than that. Jeez.
Wow.
So she's like
Yeah.
god tier Olympian gymnast in China. And Wu, she never qualified for the Olympics, which
Yeah. So yeah, she's got a bunch of gold medals outside of the Olympics. So there's kind of like some sort of superiority there with Chen Chen. Being extremely young. I'm assuming she said like the youngest to ever get a gold. So she has so much superiority over this person, this older person who never got anything.
she's a gymnast. She was on the national team. I'm sure their circle is small. I'm sure they've heard of each other. And now Wu is online posting, I guess what you could call thirst traps. Which, side note, Wu, I would say Wu's gymnastics story is pretty sad. She was trying to get into the Olympics for pretty much her whole entire life. She was training as a gymnast. Every single time it was the trials for the Olympics, she would get injured. And it's just like really depressing. You can actually see clips of her where she sees that she didn't make it even right after her performance. So it's not even when they tell her you didn't make it. It's like she does her performance, she messed up, she slipped up, or she knows it wasn't good enough, and you just see utter sheer devastation across her face, and it's so depressing. And she was saying like she tried all of these things, and then China has this kind of okay program where a lot of national team members can apply for universities to study in other ways, and they have a higher chance of getting into those universities than if they were to just use their academics, but it's not that great. So she gets into a university, she tries studying, but there's not really that many jobs for her. If anything, she can really just be like a PE teacher. That's what she said. She can maybe train on the side, but then like the people that actually pay well to train for gymnastics, they want the top gymnast that went to the Olympics to train them. They don't want someone that didn't qualify for the Olympics. So she doesn't really have lots of methods of income, and she didn't get to study much because she was so focused on gymnastics ever since she was young. And so she decided, maybe I can just try making a social media account. She was
Okay, I mean that makes sense. Also, Stephanie talked about PE teachers, so I'm just going to assume that everyone knows what PE teacher is, well, what PE is at this point, because even she mentioned it, even though not in the same way.
even asked, why did you want to be like this type of influencer? Like, why didn't you want to be an influencer talking about a day in my life as a former gymnast? And she says, well, I'm bad with words and I'm not really good at talking. I guess the only thing I had was like my physique. So I was trying to use that to bring happiness to people. So in the comments between Guan and Wu, Guan is making fun of the fact that Wu doesn't have a lot of achievements. And she's like, yeah, I should learn from you. You have so many medals. And then Wu is obviously making fun of the fact that after Guan won the gold medal at the Olympics, she retired and she started gaining a bit of weight. Which, of course, because she's like a public person, everybody needs to comment on, and it's just hitting at her insecurity. So they're just like poking at each other's worst insecurities. Immediately, the reporters see this and they're like, we're gonna fucking write every single article the next day about this shit. Because think about it, ex-national athlete turned thirst trap influencer. They're like, this is amazing. This is incredible. Let's
Has a scuffle with possibly the most famous Olympian ever. Well, for China, question mark.
talk about it. So they're posting all of these comments.
Scrapping in like the comments on a TikTok.
And all of a sudden, Wu's following goes from 100,000 overnight to 250,000. Another 150,000 in the span of 12 hours.
So if everyone start following,
Yeah.
because they're
Yeah, she's got more famous from all the publicity. Though, where does the got banned come into play?
like, oh, I want to see this content.
Yes, and everyone is like confused on the drama. They're trying to understand which side that they stay on.
So I think this type of like the type of content they call it like tabian influencer. Like tabian literally means like gracing the edge, meaning like the edge will be the gray area, which is like, you know, adult content or sexy content, whatever it is.
This blows up. Everybody starts following Wu. And November of 2024, her account, within like 24 hours, her account gets temporarily suspended. Like
Okay, temporarily does not mean banned.
restricted from gaining new followers on all these platforms. And now people are, it blows up even more because why is her account getting restricted all of a sudden? Because there are so many people who post honestly sexier content and their accounts are not getting restricted. Why is her account getting restricted? That's what everybody wants to know. Then a staff member from the Gymnastics Management Center of the State General Administration of Sports, they gotta find some better titles, okay? Like, I get it, maybe some other things were trademarked, but like, come on. They come out and they say that we are aware of this matter and the leaders are deliberating on how to address and resolve this. So now netizens are confused. They're like, wait, what is there to fucking resolve? I'm so confused. Like, it's a small little, I don't know if you could really even call it a scandal. What are we resolving here? And this is where everybody becomes divided.
Okay, so are we going to get a legit reason then?
Everybody starts splitting into their own camps. So that same day, Guan does an interview with a reporter, and they're asking her, what prompted you to comment on Wu's post? Because you're the one that commented first.
Yeah, she did kind of attack. She was antagonistic out of nowhere.
Guan says, I've been following up on her account for some time, and she used to stream on another platform, but after being banned there, she switched to this platform.
Is that true? Question mark. She got banned. Stephanie didn't bring that up.
And I just cannot accept using gymnastics for thirst trap content. First, I have deep feelings for gymnastics and can't stand seeing it being associated with a negative image. Gymnastics.
Sure, though the gymnastics video wasn't a thirst trap. It's just like the problem that I was saying earlier is that if they see the gymnastics video, like if someone who's into gymnastics / Olympian videos is just like seeing that in their feed or something, scrolling through their feed, and they see, oh, this person's Olympian, let me click on them and go to the profile and watch more videos, and it's all just soft thirst trap / edish stuff. Then it's gonna be like, oh wait, you know, they just got flashbanged by a bunch of quote unquote inappropriate content, question mark. And you could argue like that's like not good, even though like the video itself wasn't a problem. It's just that the rest of her content is a like hard mesh to that. Like that's the argument that's being made.
Have deep feelings for gymnastics and can't stand seeing it being associated with a negative image. Gymnastics is a sacred discipline. Second, her behavior promotes the wrong values. Okay, what do you mean by the wrong values? What would parents who send their kids to learn gymnastics think? After all that hard work, is there really no future? That even champions end up relying on thirst traps? What about the children practicing gymnastics now? Will they think they'll end up like her after retiring? And what about ordinary people? Will they think it's all about making quick money? From what I know, the state provides her with support. She has a bright future, but she chose this path herself. What specific actions of hers do you classify as thirst traps? In her pinned videos on social media, she's wearing a Paris Olympics athlete uniform and leveraging her title as a gymnastics champion during her live streams. She dances in lingerie on the street. After this incident gained attention, she even said during her live stream, I'm not good with words, so I rely on my body to make people happy. That's why I've prepared a lot of props at home just to entertain everyone. So whether you consider that a thirst trap or not, everybody knows deep down. Some people are here just to watch her dance. So now the reporter's getting crazy with it. The reporter says, you know what's so interesting to me? Because I did my homework, girl. Guan.
Okay, so what kind of dirt are they going to pull up on Guan now? Because that's what it seems like what's about to happen.
You are also signed with the social media MCN agency. So I'm
Yep. Okay, so what is she doing? Same thing?
just saying, and that agency happens conveniently to be rivals with the agency that Wu is signed to. We're just saying, we're just pointing out some stuff that the readers want to know about. And
Okay, so she might be doing this just to cause beef between the two and like get that network in trouble.
Guan says, I mean, my partnership with an MCN agency is limited to filming. It's purely supportive. I also do some like dancing TikToks, but they're
So she is still doing that stuff. I mean, probably not the same thing, right? But
fundamentally different from hers. My content goes through multiple layers of review, so there's no way to include anything inappropriate, even if I wanted to. Social media is honestly the least of my priorities. My studies come first because I'm still a student. Between my studies and social media, there's also room for other things like my charity work and traveling with my parents. My agency has even told me I won't make much money with this approach, and I responded, why is money always a top priority? I do social media so people can see me as a fun personality, occasionally taking some sponsored posts to earn some pocket money. My comment criticizing Wu is entirely my personal action, unrelated to any organization that I'm signed with. I simply can't tolerate her behavior. After this interview, oh, the netizens are fucking fighting. They're divided. So I'm going to go through all of the camps on this, okay? So you have one camp of netizens who think, why is her being a champion becoming a burden for her? She used to be a national champion, and clearly this is what she wants to do. Why should it hold her back?
yeah, I mean, honestly, I'm in the boat of I don't care. That's my boat.
Anyone who is not a champion can become a thirst trap influencer and nothing bad happens. Like, you give her less freedom because of her accomplishments, that's fucking weird. Then you have people that are kind of in the middle that are like, I agree with that. However, she does constantly bring up that she's a gymnast. She brings gymnastics into it a lot, frequently. She even wears like gymnastics uniforms. And so maybe it's just too much. And also if she wasn't on the Chinese national team. Because like I think China and the US are a little bit different. I mean, I think the US is kind of like that. If you're an Olympian, you represent the US, don't f it up. Don't embarrass us. But
Yeah, that's kind of what I was assuming she got banned because you're supposed to be a representation of your country, and thus doing this stuff can be seen as a representation of China. Though again, from someone outside looking in, I literally don't care. She can do whatever she wants. It's none of my business.
I feel like that's reserved every 4 years.
Yeah, and for Chinese, it definitely put it on the much higher emphasis.
Yeah, like you are now repping the nation forever. So they're like, as a former national champion, you can't even bring gymnastics into this. You shouldn't even be making thirst trap videos. So there's people that are like, I get it, but maybe if she didn't include gymnastics and the national uniform, maybe we would have been okay.
Yeah, but those are different posts, correct? Like she's not doing thirst trap in the gymnastic outfit, right?
Okay, so you know that trend.
Well, she said that Guan or whatever that her name is said that she was wearing the outfits in live streams.
Where she goes into the national gymnastics outfit, it's like a black silk robe pajama.
Oh, okay.
Which I don't find to be particularly sexual.
So it wasn't a thirst trap. It was just a interesting transition.
Yes,
right?
but I will say some of her other videos when she talks about being a gymnast, it's kind of thirst trappy. But she's not wearing the national uniform.
Right. Okay, yeah.
So again, it's not like she's twerking on the U.S. flag. It's just like she like repped. I know, like she repped the country.
There's probably a video of someone doing that on Twitch. I wouldn't doubt it. Somewhere the last 10 years, someone twerking on the flag.
At one point.
Can people do that? No, right?
I think you can twerk on the U.S. flag.
Oh.
I don't know. I feel like one of my OF girlies has got to have done it. Others are saying, no, Guan is right.
Oop.
Like, there are...
My bad, I hit the mic again, so if that was like a loud whoops. I keep hitting it. I need to like stop moving my hand.
minors in gymnastics. I don't know anything about gymnastics, okay? The netizens were arguing objectively, the younger you are, the more flexible you are. Like your body is like peak athletes are a little bit on the younger side, and some of them are not 18 yet. And when you have an industry that has a lot of underage people, to even add a sexual element to that is bad.
I think okay, so this is the reason just for American, because if this happened in America, like a former athlete became like a, let's say an OF model.
Yeah.
Would that even make news?
Maybe, but not really.
But not really. It's like
Yeah, I think no one would care.
okay, cool.
Yeah, I feel like the only one upset are like guys that want to date her but can't date her.
Yeah, like it's not that big of a deal. The reason why this became like the biggest news in China is I think it's almost the same thing as in China or even Korea, in Asia. A lot of time, any public figure, they consider it like a role model for the teens. So if you're a role model, then you can't do anything that's not deemed as appropriate for teens to follow. So versus in America, you have all sorts of famous people, like everybody's doing crazy stuff, and that's fine. It's parents' duty to say what to follow and what not to follow, right?
And it's not like she's out here saying give up gymnastics to be like to do this with me, or like everybody should give up their passion and do this, or like everyone should make money like this because I'm making so much money. Then I think you could maybe argue that she's trying to influence younger people into I don't know. I don't want to say wrong, but like a different path. But she's literally minding her own business. Yeah. So then some people are saying, no, she's a national like athlete. She cannot be posting thirst traps. And they're also bringing it so extreme. They're like, there's minors in gymnastics. And I'm like, bitch, what does that have to do with her? She's not pretending to be a minor. She's not.
I mean, like none of that stuff matters, but I did point out the fact, I mean, maybe that's just a normal gymnast outfit too, but I don't know if we'll be able to see it, but it probably won't show up here, but I did say she is wearing a schoolgirl PE outfit in there somewhere. I'm not going to be able to, it's somewhere over here. It's before this point. I mean, I'm pretty sure that is an Asian PE schoolgirl outfit, like literally middle school / high school outfit. So, and she's wearing pigtails to go along with it. So, I mean, she's not pretending to be a minor, but she is doing the I'm an innocent schoolgirl cosplay, if you want to call it that, sometimes. So that's tangentially similar.
Including that in any of her, like what is going, how are these connected? But then you also have netizens that are split with how they feel about Guan. So this is like the first layer of discourse that people start having, because they're like, you know, should she be posting thirst traps? And then the second layer goes crazier because everyone starts commenting, well, if she's not posting thirst traps, what do you think she should do? So people who have been following Wu, they know that she was working as a PE teacher at one point, and she was just not making money. Like no job that she could get that uses her gymnastics is making any money. The school that she got into was not that great. She does not have a lot of job opportunities because the job market is so competitive. She really didn't have many choices. So she goes into this route and everyone is like, what would you rather have her do then? And they also point out that Guan was posting videos of herself dancing online and some of them were even the same exact dances that Wu was posting.
Really?
Yes, and then there's another one of her.
Because like some of main girl stuff is just not thirst traps. You could just say they're thirst traps because she's hot, right? Quote unquote hot. But it's just her just doing TikTok. Like not all of them are like full thirst.
It's not like sexy. Okay, so the dances, they're like you shake your hips a little bit, but obviously because Wu would wear skin tight clothes, she would maybe shake her hips a little like more seductively. But it's like technically the same dance.
I see.
And then people were digging up videos of Guan on stage dancing in what you would consider more revealing clothing. But then some netizens were defending her saying that's like performance outfit. That's not sexy outfit. But then people are like, what's the difference? Because the live streamer is also performing. Like you think that she's just existing like this? Like she's technically performing. Everything is a performance. Also, people didn't like Guan's responses in the interview because they're saying she just sounds so out of touch. Like,
Yeah, I mean she's being very aggressive and toxic towards a main girl out of nowhere. Like there's some sort of like friction between these two.
you're punching down. It's so easy for you to say, oh, money is not the priority. And
Yeah, I mean you're like a gold medal Olympian.
also to say like, I do social media because I want to showcase my personality, but you should only do it the way I deem you should do it. It's very much like I deserve to have an online presence, but the way you do it, I don't like it, so you don't deserve it.
Yeah.
Yeah, she might have a superiority complex, you know, since she was like what the youngest Chinese gold medalist? Question mark.
Yeah.
It's just very...
That might have warped her personality.
giving people the
A
edge,
bit.
but to her defense, I don't know, she's 20. Maybe some people could say that she's young. And
Sure, 5 years until her brain's fully developed, right? That's what everyone says. 25. So she still has like a few years to go before being fully matured. I think I've said the crazy thing before. I think that like kids shouldn't be online, like not until like they're 25. Like have your brain fully developed, and you can do whatever you want. I mean, it's a crazy take. Obviously, I'm not like too serious about that. But I'm pretty sure like some people like actually believe that, and it'd be interesting to see how the world would be if we did just like cut children off from the internet for, I don't know, 5 years might be a good way to like test that out and see like what happens, or create like a zone, a government like watch zone for kids that adults aren't allowed to be in. I don't know. Just like a heavy parental guardrails on it. I don't know. I'm just talking crazy. I'm just like creating scenarios just to have something to talk about.
And then another thing on top of that was people are saying, we used to be so proud of this girl because she was the youngest to win gold for China in the balance beam in 2020. And maybe she won that too quickly. Like maybe her success came so quick, she doesn't understand the hardship other athletes have to go through.
Yeah.
Like this is not easy. Like you think if Wu could have been an Olympian gold medalist, retired and doing like Nike deals versus like dancing as a seductive teacher for creepy guys on the internet, like which
$1.50?
yeah, which one do you think that she would choose? You know what I mean? So it's like it's kind of, she was just giving pick me. I'm gonna be so real with you. I love her for her achievements, but maybe, I don't know, read a book on like supporting women. And then people started digging even deeper. So people are digging up all of this stuff about Guan because she's the one throwing shots to begin with. She's like, I can be on social media, you can't. They're digging up videos of her dancing the same dances, dancing, I guess, in provocative, quote unquote, provocative wear on stage for events. They're digging into all of this. And some people who support Guan and don't like Wu, they start digging into Wu and they find that she genuinely seems like a good fucking person. Like,
Oof. Can't find any dirt.
her track record is a bunch of injuries from gymnastics and then a bunch of volunteer work. This girl is fucking volunteering every other day. She does like art therapy volunteer centers. She does classes tailored for children with disabilities and developmental delays, and she tries to teach them art. And it's crazy because Guan is like, I don't really care about social media. I care about my philanthropic work. Meanwhile, Wu is out here doing all of this. And so people start digging up all of her charitable works. And now this is the crazy part. They did a poll. This is in China. Okay, so I know my K-pop girlies think K-netizens. I feel like C-netizens are similar to K-netizens, where there is a disconnect between C-netizens, K-netizens, and then international netizens. International netizens are like, twerk on the flag, I don't care. Twerk on the flag and show me the TikTok, I don't care. But then like K-netizens will typically be a bit more sensitive. But because of this whole situation with Guan and her comments and then people digging into Wu's past, a whopping over 70% of C-netizens polled that they support Wu.
Sure.
Wow.
Which you would not normally see that result.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Again, though, like Guan did instigate this entire situation to begin with, so
Yeah, it's interesting to see how the things has changed in Asia too. Like in 10 years ago, no way.
No.
Yeah.
And then to make matters even better, I guess you could say, or like more sad, it turned into a whole conversation about how I'm sure this is the same in the US and everywhere, but how China doesn't support their national athletes. And I think that's, again, the same everywhere. So in China, there's one weightlifting athlete named Zhao, and she's probably like one of the biggest examples of this. Throughout her entire career, she won 9 medals and even broke the Chinese weightlifting record in 1990. And she has all these injuries because she's a weightlifter. After
how many medals? Like, how many gold?
all of that, when she retires, she's like, okay, what's next for me? Like, what could I do? Could I train? Could I do something? And
I mean, she might still be strong, so a job that requires muscle, question mark.
they say, you can work as a cafeteria lady for the national
What?
team. So she would basically just
Wow.
soup vegetables for the other athletes, help clean
How much money is she making? You'd hope it would be a lot. If not, I feel like you should have just gotten to something that required a lot of strength, question mark, instead of just letting them give you this cafeteria job, unless you like it.
tables. And then she was trying to make her own business, so she asked the state for support, and they gave her $10,000. But they did not pay for any of her medical fees for all of her injuries. So it didn't even cover most of the injuries she sustained from the sport. So she was like plummeted into poverty. She had no education. She didn't develop any social skills. And she says this because she was so focused on her craft. Like, you don't get to become the top by having a well-balanced life. And then on top of that, back in like the 80s and 90s, people did more drugs for sports. And she says that she has a lot of body hair and skin that is very rough. And she has like facial hair that makes her feel
Because you mean like she was taking steroids? Question mark.
less womanly. And then on top of all of this, it's just been fucking miserable. So the only work that she could find was being a bathhouse scrubber, like scrubbing someone's back at a bathhouse. And she gets 20 cents for each person. She scrubs about
So it's not even like a wage; it's just commission.
50 people a day. And then at one point, this was like the worst point of her life. She's scrubbing someone's back and they recognized her. And that person said, I never expected a national champion would be scrubbing my back. I'm gonna fucking cry. There are other other Chinese national team members. Okay, because think about how many people actually win the gold medal. If you don't win a gold medal, your days of like brand deals are very low. Even if you win a gold medal, I think you have to be conventionally attractive. Like, so many things have to line up for you to be like a mega star. And then if you win a silver medal, I'm sure everything goes down. And then if you don't even make it to the Olympics, who even knows you? Yeah, you're on the national team, but it's just like a very depressing thing.
我从小开始我家条件
My family was poor ever since I was
也不是
young,
很好，但是我献出
but I dedicated my whole
了我整个
youth
青春去
to pursue the dream of gymnastics.
从事体操这个行业，但是我没有拿到
I didn't achieve the best of the best results.
最好的成绩，也就是说
I didn't reach the top.
我没有走到顶峰。顶峰是什么
What's the top? Olympic champion.
啊？顶峰是奥运冠军。
I'm guessing if I'm not guessing. I'm wondering if someone asked like what's the top, and she's replying to what, like what the top, like she's replying to the question there.
奥运冠军意味着什么？
What does Olympic champion mean?
有米，有房，有
I
车
can have rice, house, car,
但是我没有这些东西
but，I don't have any of that.
我得靠自己。
I must rely on myself.
There are
Does she not have a house? I mean, does she not have a car? I mean, she clearly is in a house right now, but
pictures that people started posting after this incident, after what happened with Wu, of former Chinese national athletes that are like doing handstands on the subway, that are just using their body for entertainment on subway stations to get change. Another athlete, he won a few gold medals in Asian competitions. He didn't make it to the Olympics. He sold his gold medal for $20 because he truly had no money.
$20, that's kind of rough.
Wow.
There was another Chinese former athlete that was a national champion. She started a fruit stand. And so it's just, I mean, Like, people are saying, really? You're mad at Wu for trying to make it as an influencer? Like, why? This feels just gross. Why are we bullying her for no reason?
So I'm guessing then got banned, and the title is just the temporary ban. I'm assuming she's fine. Now, since clearly I don't think China intervened in this, because if they did, why would they let all their Olympians slash past Olympians slash just national team members just be seen in poverty all around? Because that means, doesn't that mean China equals poverty? And I'm pretty sure they wouldn't want that to be the case if they actually cared about the image of their Olympians slash national team.
I mean, what do you want her to do? Would it be better? Would it make people feel better if she's at the subway station doing handstands, fully clothed? Like, is that what you want? So that you can feel sad and then you can be like, aw, and then give her $1 and then walk away? Like, why do you want that? So on December 1st, 2024, the ban on her Douyin account was lifted. And now she has 6.3 million followers.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Oof. That's more than the Stephanie. I don't think you can see that. You can't see it. Stephanie only has like nearly 5 million right now.
Yeah, I'm gonna cry. And then people are commenting like, if the country doesn't support you, I will. On December 1st, her account is reinstated. She gains like 6.3 followers. December 24th, she gets restricted again. And
Okay, for what?
they just start deleting her followers. She goes down from 6 million to 44,000 followers. She also gets banned.
44,000? Hold on. What?
Start deleting her followers. She goes down from 6 million to 44,000 followers. She also
Yeah, like just lose all of your millions. Wasn't she already like hanging around that number to begin with? Or was she like a little bit higher than that? So they took even more than she had before all this happens. And now she's gonna get banned? Because I think she was about to say.
gets banned from posting, live streaming. Basically, they took her account from her on Douyin. Right now, it seems like it's still kind of wishy-washy. I think they keep going back from suspending, not suspending her account. She gains followers, and then they'll like delete followers. And then everyone keeps commenting, who let me unfollow her? Like, I want to follow this girl. Why do you guys keep making me unfollow her? So it's a whole conspiracy, and it doesn't seem like the conversation is over for that. I don't think it's fair that she's getting restricted.
Yeah, like, who's doing this? Is this the government? Again, 7 months ago is when this was. Where's 7 months? Yeah, you can't see where it says 7 months. But so this is a new thing. Again, it's kind of is like dumb, since it's almost like China is, if they care so much about their Olympian people being seen as like squeaky clean or something, you basically have all these people who are just like impoverished. And if they're, again, like I said, they're supposed to be a representation of China, then that means China's representation is poverty, or impoverishing your people, which doesn't make any sense. So they should just leave her alone. Yada yada yada.
Like, for what? And I think that Guan, the other Olympian, is maybe young. Maybe she's experienced things that were really rough in gymnastics, I'm sure. And maybe she used Wu, I think, unfairly as an outlet for that anger.
Yeah, just sounds young to me.
Yeah,
Sounds like-
she sounds young and maybe a little out of touch, right?
Yeah.
But Wu, guys. So with that being said, that's today's Mutts. Sorry, I was sick. I had laryngitis for like a week. What are your thoughts? And with that, I'll see you in the next one. Bye.
Moral of the story, something: teachers don't scold the class. No clue what's being said here, because I don't know how to get rid of these things on the screen. Literally no way to get rid of them. So oof on whatever's being said there. But yep, that was that video. Again, that was 7 months ago, so who knows what's going on with Wu now. Maybe her account's back. You'd hope that it is. Not much to say there. I guess we did end up getting like 44 minutes out of that video, because again, I was like, how could this go on for? It should be cut and dry, right? Girl posts thirst traps, China is angry, gets banned. But I guess it was a little bit more than that, with the beef between her and the youngest Olympian and all that other stuff. Yeah, that is going to be it for today. Again, I don't know when the next video is going to be. Tomorrow's probably going to be a skip day. The day after that could be another Chinaverse video, but again, At any moment in the next, I just like pulled up the thing here. What, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8? The next 8 days, we could get the green light to get out of here. Because we have to be out in 8 days. So we're literally just on a time crunch for this place that we signed up to go into. We're just waiting for them to be like, yeah, you can come now. Like, we're literally just waiting for them to let us in. Like, they should. It's just a matter of them being like, okay, you can come in now. So it's just like, will they tell us within 8 days? Are we just going to get kicked to the curb in 8 days? And then, like, I have to wait for them to still let us in? Well, I guess we'll have to see. I mean, it feels like it'd be pretty dumb to have to wait that long. Like, we did this days, like a week ago, I think we signed up at this point to, yeah, it was like actually like a week ago. So, like, really? We're still going to wait even longer than a week? Like, hurry up, guys. But yeah. So any day within the next 8 days, we could be leaving, so the videos could just stop out of nowhere and be back once everything's set up. But that's what's going on. So yeah, guys, thanks for watching. I've like hit the mic again. I hit the mic so many times today. My bad. Remember to buy my stickers. Think about becoming a member. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed, because we're working on watch time and subscribers. And shout out to the members: EmmyStarr, RaleyDrew, and alexgkiller 880. But yeah, guys, thanks for watching. Tune into the next episode. Like, subscribe, hype, and comment. You know the do. See ya.